Melissa, I'm so glad I ran into you. Can I interview what your expectations for your special education classes?
Not right now. Can we just wait till I finish my cereal?
I guess.
Okay, thank you.
And we're back. I have a few questions for you, Melissa, and thank you for giving us your time.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
First question, what do you think this class is all about?
I think that this class is going to be about the different teaching techniques that we can use and apply to different disabilities. So each student is going to obviously react differently to each technique, but I feel like this class is just going to give us a broad overview of those techniques that have worked best for certain disabilities.
What do you hope to learn during this class?
So I'm really excited to learn about how to engage kids with special needs, just because when you have a classroom of like 20, 25, and you'll have like one or two with special needs, I know that it can be easy to get frustrated because they may not focus, or you just don't know how to teach to them and like get them to want to do work or to learn or something. So I think that it's going to be really interesting just to learn about like the different ways that you can like help them to be interested and like to want to learn and to feel like they can like do this and that they are capable of like accomplishing things.
Do you have any preconceived notions about special needs learners?
Yeah, that's a great question. I work as a preschool para, so preschool I feel like is generally the time when a lot of kids do get diagnosed with special needs and with like learning disabilities and things like that. So on my experience, I have just like seen the struggle it is for the parents and the child, especially when the parents don't want to, they don't like know how to help that child, and so I guess preconceived notions about it. I see how hard it is for them, but to know that there are programs out there that they can flourish in and that are suited to what they need. So I guess that's really my thinking of special needs learners.
What do you plan to do to be successful in this class?
Well, for me, I like to plan things out and make sure that I am going to have enough time to do the assignments. So to just like really mark that down in my calendar, make sure that I am leaving enough time for the specific assignments, that some may need more time and my effort, and so just making sure that I'm not putting things to the last minute and running out of time, and also just being creative with my projects so that I can truly get like the best out of this. I need to challenge myself, so to try to do things out of the box and help myself to grow as a student and a future teacher. So
what are your expectations for yourself as a student and a future teacher?
It's a pretty loaded question, but I feel like I have always held myself to a very high standard just in school and in life in general. I just feel like the gifts that I've been given I need to use to the full capacity, and if I'm not really engaging in my assignments and doing my best and leaving things to the last minute, I'm not using my brain, I'm not using what I've been given to be the best that I can be. And so I just think that I expect myself to do my assignments, to do my best, to ask questions when I'm not understanding something, so that I can learn the most and to just be the best person that I can be. And for a teacher, I would expect myself to really pour myself into the job, to truly care about the children that I'm teaching, because in the end, those are the kids that I'm affecting. Those are the people that are going to be affected for the rest of their life based on the experience they have with me. And so I need to make sure that I am on top of things and really thinking of them first, instead of maybe getting lazy or thinking, well, like that kid will eventually get it, and to truly like really help the kids individually if they need it, and making sure that I'm looking out for their best interest.
And those are some really good standards to hold yourself to. And will the kind of student you are now reflect the type of teacher you might become?
I think that it will, just because as a student, if I am already holding myself to that high standard, pushing myself, challenging myself, and doing the work the best that I can, then when I finally do get to the point that I want to be, which is a teacher, then I am going to use those same skills that I have acquired throughout school. I'm going to use that in the thing that I am passionate about. And sometimes I think that maybe it'll be easier when I'm a teacher because that's what I've worked so hard to be, to become. And while teaching obviously is going to be hard, but I think that how I am acting now is going to reflect on the way that I teach, the way that I prepare for class and everything. So I think that it will, yeah.
So very true, Mel. So very true. And for our final question, what issues will you face in your journey to become a teacher? And how can this class help you to overcome these issues?
I think that for me, the issues that I'm going to face on this journey is really going to be discouragement, because I'm going to constantly be thinking of problems and situations that I'm going to encounter, and I'm going to feel like, well, I can't do that. Like, I don't know anything about that. How am I going to handle that? I'm going to be a terrible teacher. Like all of these bad thoughts, sometimes they just get wrapped up in my head. And so to have this class, especially because this is one of the tougher subjects that some people do, they don't know how to handle it. And so just to have this class to encourage me and to show me that we're gonna be learning about how to handle situations and how to just be the best teacher we can, and to provide the most for our students. So I think this class is just going to really be encouraging and to help me to feel like I have a grasp on things and I can be a good teacher, and that the classes that I'm taking now are going to help build me up to that.
Thanks for coming in, Melissa, and giving us that information on what to expect in a special needs class. And tune in next week for Does It Work on a DVD scratcher.